Jack D. He had the motive. He had also the motive to keep the dog, Murphy, alive. Have you ever wondered if we could talk to Jack D? Who does he think did this crime to the Idaho 4 and why? Let's take a different approach here. We've looked at his timeline. I can't get over, these phone calls, the fact that he didn't call the parents, so he didn't answer the girls' phone calls right before 3 a.m. They called him like nonstop. Right around like 2:50, right before 3 a.m. So he didn't answer. Then, when everyone starts finding out what happened, I guess he makes a phone call. Oh, and you guys have told me that he lived close by. So I guess he makes a phone call and he comes and picks up the dog. And that's it. No phone call to the parents. Kaylee's parents. Kaylee was leaving. They were on again, off again. I think she was seeing other people. We're seeing this third party situation, like cheating situationship. So let's get into it. First, let's ask why. If we could talk to Jack D right now, why does he believe this crime took place? This horrible crime. His long time, on again, off again at the time, girlfriend Kaylee was the victim. She was only in town for one night. Jack D. Why does Jack D believe that his long time, on again, off again, girlfriend Kaylee, her friend and her friends were murdered that night? Please show us clearly. Why does Jack D think the murders occurred? All right, here we go, guys. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups is love, emotion, happiness. In reverse, he thinks the first card, there was no love. So like hate, that could be hatred. Like the girls weren't liked. Another ace of pentacles this time. We get this pentacle around this case a lot. It's pentacles, it's money, yes, but it's any type of currency. Substances. It even could be a dog. Like it could be a life. It comes out in different ways with this case, but mostly I think it comes out about money and the situation around the crime itself. The Empress. This is our victim card. I'm not getting, like, usually we get this for both of the girls, but we asked about Jack. I'm feeling it strongly that we got Kaylee. So we tapped in, team. We're tapped in. Five of Wands in reverse. This is our chaotic fighting. Look at the dogs. Fighting, chaos. Everybody's fighting. They're all fighting over, like, look at, there's these two dogs, each have a stick, and they're still fighting. This dog's fighting, and he don't even know what he's fighting about. It's just chaos, bickering, conflict, arguing. Oh my freaking gosh, you guys. Last card in the spread, 5 cards. You saw me shuffle. Here he is again. Who the heck are you, King of Pentacles? Who are you? He shows up in every timeline. He shows, even the survivors with Dylan and Bethany, he shows up in every single timeline. This guy shows up in almost every reading we do that has to do with every Idaho 4 reading that I've done. This guy's popping up. This man's a drinker. This man's a business owner. He's got money. He's got influence over, the locals or the people around him, or at least the people in this house. I've always gotten the impression that this guy was a dealer, but more than a dealer, a friend. Somebody that they all respected. He made money, that I know. Um, Usually this guy's like a landowner, a business owner. We're talking about college kids here. If this isn't somebody older, it could even just be the boss, like the president of the frat, say. Um, there's always a leader in a group of friends, kind of. Okay? That's who I'm getting those vibes from this guy. We asked Jack, why did it happen? Well, this seems pretty obvious with these first five. The front five from the deck shows there was love lost. Love lost. And the reason was over money. Something that had to do with money. Directly with Kaylee. So this King of Pentacles guy was pissed off. Look at this. Oh my God. Look how this shows, y'all. You guys are going to shit. Look at this. Okay, this dude was pissed. Ace of Cups in reverse. There was anger. Jack D thinks this happened allegedly because this is a tarot card reading for entertainment. Listen to my dog. For entertainment purposes only. We asked what Jack D thought happened, why he thought the murders occurred. We got on either side of the read. This King of Pentacles guys was mad. Ace of Cups in reverse. There was no love for those victims from this guy. He was angry. What was he angry about? Well, somebody gave something away. It had to do with money, guys. Some type of a currency that caused bickering and fighting and chaos. Too much bickering, chaos. Too much bickering, fighting, and chaos. It was drawing too much attention. Too loud. I'm picturing like barking dogs, right? Too loud. It was drawing. You guys are drawing attention to this situation. Her, Kaylee and Maddie. Mostly Kaylee. Gosh, that's so crazy how these cards work. All right, let's look at the back. See if we can get some more information. Okay, so underneath this Ace of Cups, this love lost, is the Seven of Wands reverse. This is, look at, standing your ground. You got everybody against you, and your defense is up, and you're ready to fight. They weren't ready to fight. Six of Cups, guys, once again, this is a child card. I think we can cross this off. This is someone that you've known for most of your life. Someone you've known since like childhood. That's what the Six of Cups is. It's also, that's the main nostalgia, memories. It's also, that's my main meaning that I go to. However, in every single card, there's always two kids in it and one kid's handing somebody something. So it's also giving something to somebody. So, in my opinion, the way I'm reading these cards is someone that she's known for a long time. She gave something that wasn't hers to somebody. Like, if this does have to do with being a holding house, or like if they were kind of if they were allowing fraternity and sorority members to stash their products or others to stash their products at their house, this would be like one of the girls taking it upon themselves to be like, you don't have the money right now. You know what? Like taking it upon themselves to be like, I'll give you a little bit and you just pay me back type thing. Oh my God. Look at the next one. I need to quit with that. Sorry, I'll think of something better. Try to stop myself. Look at the next card though. Okay, so we talk about defenses are down, giving something to somebody, something of value. Look who pops up again, the other guy that pops up in almost all of our readings, the Knight of Pentacles. Before, the last reading I did on Brent Kopaka, he came up yet again, so did this guy. I was starting to think, like, is this father-son? Because, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Once I started talking to you guys more in the comments, I'm thinking it's very possible. If it's not a father-son type situation, it's a bromance. This would be the King of Pentacles sidekick. This would be, like, he doesn't have the pull that his friend has. Like I said, there's always a leader. This would be like his crony, his sidekick. He shows up in all of our readings as the reason that they're waiting to call 911. They're waiting for this guy to come and drop something off or pick something up. So look, he came up in the upright. He's bringing her something, guys. This is clear as freaking day. 5 of Wands. Underneath that, the chaotic fighting, we get our Ace of Wands. This is a phallic symbol a lot of the times. It's the start of something new, an idea taking off. Planning something and finishing it. Growth, expansion. Yeah, growing. Taking an idea and having that idea grow into something. The beginnings of something. That's what it is. It's like when you like how a little amber can turn into a fire. That's kind of what that is. That's the beginnings of a fire. So this fight. Okay, whoops. Next card, the Hanged Man. This is, so the King of Pentacles was upset. He was upset about something. He's upset because it seems like they could have given something away, lost something very valuable. This is causing chaotic stress between at least the girls and this King of Pentacles guy. So this King of Pentacles had an idea of how to finish the chaos in this, you know, like I said before, what popped in my head, it's getting too much attention. So this King of Pentacles has an idea to squash the noise, to quiet the noise. He doesn't want to get in trouble. He doesn't want a spotlight on him. These girls are going to be gone soon anyway. He's got to squash it. Now, the Hanged Man underneath the King of Pentacles. This guy is not being hung on a tree. He is, if you see, the rope is around his ankle, just tied around loosely. His other leg is in a comfortable position. He's got a bird sitting there. He's putting himself, okay, I'm trying to think of the best way with my words to explain this card. It's looking at things, okay, if you put yourself upside down, like when you were a kid and you used to hang upside down from like the back of the couch with your head on the floor, everything looks different, right? That's the point of this card. This guy is getting knowledge, enlightenment, and ideas, different ideas, because he's looking at a situation from all different perspectives, trying to find a solution, trying to get smarter, trying to come up with the smartest solution, looking at all options, trying to come up with the smartest solution to fix your problem. What's he thinking about? Look we got a 12. The address, 1122 King Road. Usually I don't get too much into numerology, but this one like stuck out at me and it never did before. So 1122 King Road. Also, 1 plus 2 is 3. Look who's sticking out here. The number that was sticking out. 3. Oh my gosh. Also, look at this. So 3, our victim, our Empress. 1, 1. So we got 1, 1. And then a 1 and a 2. So 3. I was thinking maybe we would have like, and then we have 2 aces. So we have 4 1s, 2 3s, but this 1 1 2 2. I think there's something there, guys. I'm thinking that we tapped into something. So this is why Jack thinks the murders occurred. I cannot believe. So he knows who did it. He knows who did it. We cannot figure out who this King of Pentacles is. If you guys have ideas, please put them down there and we'll stick them in a timeline. We're trying to figure it out. Notice that our killer card, the Ace of Knives, or what, you know, the Ace of Knives, no, we have none of those coming out. The Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, none of that. But what we usually get, our killer card, is the King of Swords. We didn't get any of that. Okay, let's ask this. Jack D. Who do you think is responsible physically? Jack D, who do you think did this crime? Who did this to the girl that you loved? Who did this crime? Jack D. Who do you think it is? If you had to take a guess, if Jack D had to take a guess, who the heck does he think is responsible for taking the lives of the girl that he loved and their 3 friends? Who does Jack D think is responsible for what happened at 1122 King Road, the murders? Okay, first card we got. We are tapped in, folks. Death. 2 of Swords in reverse. This is you're at a crossroads. It's a decision. 2 swords, 2 weapons, 2 knives. I swear there's more than one. I think. I mean, you know, I don't know, guys. This is tarot reading, but I think. But anyway, 2 of Swords. It's a decision. You're at a crossroads. It's a decision that you don't take lightly. It's a decision that you're procrastinating on, but it's a decision, a big decision that has to be made regarding death. Oh my gosh. 9 of Pentacles. This is a single woman who has all material things. Remember, Kaylee came into town that day. She wasn't supposed to come to town, but she came back to college to show off that car that she paid for with her own money, and I don't even know where she worked. Like this, it's still a single woman with a lot of material objects, but maybe she's losing something. And guess what? She lost something pretty big there. So guys, we're tapped in big time. This huge decision about what move to take, whether or not to take her life. Okay, this is self-imposed restrictions. This could be self-restraint. This is being put in, you know, this girl can walk out of here anytime. Like, there's an opening in these swords. She can walk out any time, but she doesn't want to. And then look at this. This is what just popped in my head. See the castle behind her? See, I think, like, guys, sorority, fraternity. Like, I'm seeing, you know, those flags that they have at castles and they use for, like, I don't know the names of these sororities or anything. It's been forever since I was in college. So this came up in reverse. So restrictions were lifted. Oh, because she wasn't around. But now she is. She's available. There's no restrictions on getting to her. Manipulation station. Magician in reverse. This is somebody who's got everything they need to get what they want. Up like this, it's manifesting something that you want, something good for yourself. Taking everything you have, thinking about something you want, making it happen. Like this, it's taking something you want, it's making it happen, but in a manipulative, shisty kind of way. All right, look at this, guys. Bottom of the deck, death. Underneath it, we got judgment. You know what it is. It's Judgment Day. These are souls in rising from their caskets because the angel has come. It's bury your sins. You're at the gates, pearly gates of heaven, and it's a review of your life. And these are the people that were called to heaven. This is the situation. We are totally tapped in. Who does he think did it? Well, it was a decision. It was a decision made to cause these deaths. And it seems like Jack seems to have a lot of opinions about this, according to the cards. So this decision that about the crimes, secrets are coming out. The High Priestess in reverse. This is the one who knows everything but doesn't say a word. The best intuition. She knows it all. She's so wise. Like this, secrets are what she knows is starting to come out. And it's also not following your intuition. Okay, so it's this decision about the crime, about doing the crime. But you're not whoever did it isn't following their intuition, like their best judgment here. So was it a crime of passion? Holy shit! The Lovers. Underneath the single girl. Man, guys, the Lovers usually really does mean the lovers, which Jack D and Kaylee just saying. Okay, but it also could mean a huge decision. Maybe it means both. A huge decision about the lovers. Okay, under this restrictions being lifted, she's available. She's vulnerable. Look what we have. The Five of Swords. Reversed. Okay. Unfair fight. Fight to the death. This guy has beat these other two guys. He's taken their swords and he's feeling really good about himself. This is winning at all costs. This is winning by cheating, winning by bullying, winning by overpower. And look at this. Last card again, the Hanged Man. Trying to find an alternative way of doing something. Oh, I hate to say it. Okay, and then it's underneath this Magician. So you're not trying to find this. This is telling me that he's not trying to find a positive way to deal with his issues. If he's talking about himself here, or whoever he's talking about, whoever he thinks is responsible for the crimes, Jack D thinks that this person looked at all of their options, planned out to a T, and made to make happen. So this is looking at all routes that you could take to get to your victim. I mean, you guys, every single card we're pulling out. So, oh, I got a really bad feeling about this. I'm glad that normally I don't do readings at this time. Something just, I knew exactly what I was going to come here and sit down and ask. And a lot of this, like, I get ideas and stuff from you guys in your comments. I'm learning a lot from you. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. You have no idea. Like, every time you guys leave a comment, every time you guys subscribe, it makes such a big difference. So thanks for that. And I love talking to everybody. I love hearing your theories, talking to everybody in the comments. It's a cool place to be. Everybody's so nice. Nobody's mean to each other. Thank you. No one's mean to me. Thank you. All right, team. A lot of people have asked me to look into Jack or Jake. It's the guy that Maddie was dating another guy. So, in my opinion, tarot reading only, if Jack doesn't believe that, if Jack wasn't responsible, I'm talking JD, if he wasn't directly responsible for this, then we're going to go back to the third party. This third party situation. Who was hooking up? You know, this King of Pentacles guy. I wonder if somebody was hooking up with him in the house. But we're talking about, it's a girl who was single. But weren't they all, besides Dylan, wouldn't they all have been kind of technically single at that time? But it's almost like he's saying here, she's not single. No matter how many times Kaylee would have broke up with Jack, say if they were on a break or she broke up with them and went on a date with another guy, he would consider that cheating. He would consider that cheating. Look at the next card, Devil in Reverse by that Hanged Man. Justice. That's a good sign. I'm going to ask just one more thing. Got to. I'm going to go with my oldest deck I got. Or that I could find anyhow. Maybe one will pop up. Let's just flat out ask it. Let's get to business. Let's quit playing around. Ooh, this card wasn't even in there. Our King of Cups. That was from last night. Okay, we got all the cards in this sucker. Jack D. What was your role? What was your role in these murders? What was your role in the murders of the woman you loved and your friends, her friends? Please show us clearly. I wasn't going to use this deck, but I'm going to use it now. Jack D. What was your role that night? What was your role in these crimes? Whew. Jack D, please be clear with us. What was Jack D's role in these crimes? The King of Swords reversed. I told you guys what this card was. I say it in everything. Oh my gosh. All right, I'll tell you the words I wrote years ago that you can barely see. This is our killer card, guys. We get him all the time. We didn't see him here. Now I asked What was JD's role so far? First card, this guy comes up. A leader, someone careful with their words. I wrote shot caller here. Resistant to change. Resistant to change. I never even thought about that. Fighter. Authority. I read this guy as the shot caller. I do read him as that. Careful with his words, yes. Usually it's an honest person. Usually it could be law enforcement, but we get this guy as our killer. When he comes out in reverse, he's angry. He's irrational. He's not thinking clearly. He's making he's making a, what do you call that? Like when you shoot. Like not rash. You're making, you're jumping into something. You're moving too fast. You're likely to make a mistake here because you're acting on emotion. Like a crime of passion, that's what that would be. Okay, 3 or more parties working together, 3 of Pentacles. What's your part? What is your part directly, JD, in this crime? Well, if he isn't, he knows the person who physically did it. 3 or more people working on this. Page of Swords in reverse. This is a spying card. So middle of the spread, we get this. This is spying, somebody watching. It's gossip. What I have written here is all talk, no action. Haphazard action. Holding back. Online. Haste. But like I said, the way I normally read this, Page of Swords reverse, shitty gossip, bad talk about people, crappy kind of attitude, immaturity, and it's usually like a witness or watching somebody. Drugs, 7 of Cups in reverse. That's also my internet card, but it's the drug card too. It's also making up stories and bullshitting. So it's options, internet, drugs, BSing. There's that same card, the 7 of Wands, the defending your territory. His territory would have been Kaylee. That's his territory. Here I have written down conflicts, defense, go for it, sports, confidence, charisma. I never even, that's weird words I wrote back in the day. Look, oh my gosh. I was just going to say, I'm curious what was going to come under King of Swords or King of Swords reverse. Well, guess who did? The filthiest of them all in this deck. The 7 of Swords. The snake in the grass. The guy who's trying to get away with stealing these swords. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a cheater. I wrote here, a sly fox, thief. He's deception. That's a good one. Betrayal, strategic. Like this, mask off, caught with your pants on the ground. Jack D knows exactly who this guy is. He knows exactly who that is. This is what I have written in reverse. Imposter syndrome, self-deceit, keeping secrets. See, I forgot about a lot of this. I'm glad I took out this old deck. Okay, these 3 people or more working on it. Page of Wands. We've had this card before. Remember the Ace of Wands where I was like, this is the start of a new idea about, okay, now. This is kind of the same thing. It's like, okay, you have an idea that you want to do something, like play the piano, right? So you start taking lessons and you're honing your craft and you're getting better and better. This is the beginning of it. So this is the beginning of their plan, their idea that they're working on, this plan with their killer. So I have written here, inner child, it's playful, learning from mistakes, creative goals. Getting others to do things for them. Guys, it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Okay, now we have our wounded warrior who's standing there holding his ground. He's beaten up, he's used, abused, tattered and torn, but he's standing there with his last wand, holding his ground, defending the wands behind him, defending the walls. I have self-defense. Healthy knowledge, resilient ideas. It came out in reverse. I can't read that. Hold on. Mental, physical exhaustion, vulnerable, lacking ideas. We tapped into something huge here. The Emperor card. Do the right thing. The Dad card. He's strict. This is the leader. He takes action. The drugs. He takes action. Maybe takes action with the plan. Then, okay, the next card after that, the Hangman again, guys, for the third time. The last card, same position. This one time, he comes in reverse. This is, I put stagnation. No, can't concentrate. Being kind of reckless. It could all, this whole Hanged Man thing could also be a scapegoat kind of thing. Somebody wrote in the comments, thank God I just thought, thank God I was reading you guys' comments this morning, and like, somebody wrote though that the Hanged Man can be read as a traitor. And I wrote like, I'm going to remember that. So a traitor, who does he think did it? Well, he knows that this King of Swords, he knows him. 3 or more people. There's a leader here. This leader has to do with the substances, or coming up with the cover up. That could also be it. This could just be, you know, like, I don't know, is Jack D's in the fraternity, right? Is it the same fraternity as Ethan? I don't even know. This is somebody who's covering it up, who came up with the plan, came up with the idea, and came up the leader of this group. So the leader of this group, I don't believe, is the guy who physically did it. The one who came up with it. And then look at the next one that I just looked down. The next one is the other guy that comes in all of our readings right at the end, our timeline readings. Every single timeline. I've probably done like 9 now. I keep going through all these people. Every single timeline, it shows that the reason they didn't call 911 is because between like 10:30 and noon, they were waiting on this Knight of Pentacles to come bring them something or drop something off before they could call 911. This is the sidekick energy I was talking about. So maybe like if there's a boss, this leader's son or a leader's sidekick, this is him again. I have written here, so maybe this will trigger something for somebody. Hard work, conservative, ready to complete mission, cold, thoughtful and simple, routine, and he's fearless. Sometimes he comes out like this. Careless, feeling stuck. He was late that day. This guy was supposed to come and drop off or pick up, he was supposed to come earlier. That's why there was this delay in calling 911. So, y'all, Jack D knows. In my opinion, this is strictly a card reading. He knows. Next 2 cards that were going to come out this way, top of the deck. So next to defending, here comes that single woman again, but he's mad at her. Hedonistic, illness, materialistic, I have written. Hedonistic, materialistic. He was mad at her. Bottom of the deck, so what would have went right under her? Look at the sun in reverse. This is putting out her light, guys. Not being happy. Jack was not happy. He was putting out he wanted her light put out. He did not want her to shine. I know you guys can make connections. I'll catch you all in the comments. Holy crap. I wish somebody could I would love to do some talking to Jack D. I wish he would watch this, because maybe he knows exactly. I think he does know exactly who our King of Swords. Who are you? We have 2 guys here, actually 3, that I'm really interested in. Who's the King of Swords, the guy that pops out as our killer card every time? Who's this King of Pentacles? A dealer, a friend, a dad that's in charge of something, but he has everything to do. He's the one. He's our emperor, y'all. He's the one that made the plans. He's the one that wanted this to happen. And then there's our delivery boy, our errand boy, our whipping boy. Who are these three guys? We need to find out. I'm trying every different angle. I'm trying, guys. If you have any ideas, let me know. As usual, see y'all in the comments. Bye.